Hey, how's it going everyone? This is DCSG81 and today we are going to do a little bit of head swapping for these two latest Tony Stark bodies from the s.h.figuarts. Okay, so I think a lot of you has been requesting me to do some head swapping for these two latest body. Actually, it's not 2, it's 1.5, but I actually borrowed the lower body from the original Tony Stark. Okay, so as you can see, this black pants kind of suit this body a little bit better because it's also in black as opposed to this navy blue kind of pants. Yep, but unfortunately it doesn't really fit on, okay, because the pack is actually too small. This pack, as you can see, is too small for this hole. Okay, but you can still make it work by just pushing it down a little and it just stays. Okay, yep. So just for display purposes or for photography, I think it will be fine. Okay, just to borrow the body. Okay, so before we get started, of course I will have to introduce you guys to all the heads that I have so far. Yep, they are the star of these videos. Okay, so let's start off with some s.h.figuarts. I have the Tony Stark heads that you can see. This is the original ones. Okay, that comes with the body that I shown just now. Okay, then followed by the Mark IV Tony Stark. Okay, so again, this is like something like a 1.5 because they give one head for two faces. Okay, so there's one more faces here, which is the one without shades, and you can see it's just half of it. Okay, so I take this as a 1.5. okay, so let's put it here, and then followed by, of course, the final battle Mark 85. Okay, so this is another one, okay, which supposedly to be bad, but actually it looks okay, it at an acceptable level. Okay, yep, just hold on for a second. Yep, so the next one, of course, is the one that comes with these two bodies, the Tony Stark from Iron Man 1. Okay, the one that you guys been criticizing, saying that it looks bad. Actually, it really doesn't look that bad. Okay, actually looks pretty okay to me. And of course, the next head with the shades on, okay, that you have seen with these two bodies as well. And I think I kind of like this one. This one is actually looking pretty good, except for the eyes is slightly down. And if you can unseen that, I think he looks pretty good. Okay, just that this eye is a bit on the ugly side. Okay, it's pretty unfortunate. Okay, and I think I put two over because I have more heads here. Okay, so these are the s.h.figuarts heads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6.5 heads. Okay, and next up we have the Manipple Flashback Studio. This is the first one they released, which is from Iron Man Mark 50. Okay, yep, and then followed by the younger versions of Tony Stark, which is for Mark IV. Okay, there's also another one with some battle damage, some bloods here and there. It's the same face, just that they added some bruises here and there, but I won't be showing that because it's exactly the same head. Okay, so I'll just show you guys this one. Okay, and then we have the latest from Manipple, which is this one for Mark 85. Okay, I think this is the best looking ones by far. Okay, I'm running out of space, sorry about that. And then I have another two more, which is from NOTA Studio. Okay, so this one is the older versions of Tony Stark. Okay, I'm not sure which Mark is this for. Maybe it's for Mark 50 or maybe it's for Mark 85. Okay, this is from NOTA Studio. I just put it here. Okay, and lastly, of course, it's also from NOTA Studio. This is the one from the Mark 85. Of course, is for the endgame, the scenes where he say I am Iron Man. Okay, yep. Okay, so I'll be testing this as well on these two bodies. Okay, so in total I think I have about 2, 4, 6, 8, than 11.5 hits of Mr. Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark. Okay, so like always, I will save the best for the last. So I'll be trying on this body first and then followed by the suited body. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so we will start with the original heads for the Tony Stark. Okay, let's take a look. Unfortunately, it doesn't really fit because I think the pack is smaller than the pack hole. Yeah, but a little bit of blue tack will actually fix that. Okay, the skin tone is slightly off. Okay, but it still looks good though. Okay, yeah. And the next one, of course, we'll try on this one. Yep. Wow. So this one just reminds me the scenes where he's building on Mark 6. Yep. It just looks very good. Okay. Yeah. Again, the skin tone might not match perfectly, but it just looks good. Okay. Yep. Maybe I'll try to exchange the face. Okay. Give me a second. Yep. So let's try on it again, and wow. Okay, so it does looks pretty good for this head with this body. Not bad. Okay, and followed by the Mark 85 final battle. Yikes, this doesn't, oh okay, so it does comes with its own packs. Okay, so I've removed the pack and let's try it on again. Nope. Yep, I think it doesn't really go in. Yep, doesn't really works. But again, the skin tone doesn't really match very well, and I think it doesn't look as good as the Mark 4 ones. Yep, this just looks a little bit odd. Okay, so we'll try with, of course, the head that comes with this body. Okay, it should click pretty well, I believe. Yep, so this is how it should looks like. Okay, not that bad. The skin tone actually matched perfectly with the neck. Okay, this looks okay, but I still think this is the best one. Okay, yep, followed by the ones with the shades on. Okay, let's see. Yep, you can hear the clicking sound, and this looks okay though. Yep, again, it reminds me of the scenes where he's doing the Mark 6. Okay. Okay, then next, I think this is the one that you guys been waiting for. Of course, I will not try on this one. This one for sure it will works. I'll try with the Manipple. Okay, this is for Mark 50. Okay, the skin tone doesn't really match as we can see, and there's a big gap there, but it can be easily fixed with some blue tack. Okay, so this is how it looks like, but it doesn't look good because of the very different skin tone. Okay, yep. So Maniple's head tends to be more tan. Yeah, so it kind of has to sometimes match to the s.h.figuarts body. Okay, so let's try with this one. This is for the Mark 4. Okay, again, it's a big hole. Yep, so this is, oh, this actually looks very good. And again, because of the skin tone, wow, it's such a waste because it does looks very good. Okay, then we'll go to the latest one, which is for Mark 85. Of course, it will looks good, but then again, because of the skin tone. Okay, yep. And let's go on to the NOTA Studio. Wow, this is really a big gap and doesn't really works for this. The skin tone difference is very big difference, and there are some very huge gap like the NOTA Studio problem. As opposed to the Manipple, it doesn't have this problem, just that you need to have blue tags to put it on nicely. But the NOTA Studio tends to have a bigger area that you can see that is very loose. Okay, and of course the last one is again same problem with NOTA Studio, doesn't really works. Okay, so moving on to this body, the one that you guys want to see the most, let's try with the original Tony Stark. Okay, wow, so let's see. I believe it doesn't fit. Yep, doesn't really fit, but it just looks okay though this time. I mean, you can't really feel the skin tone difference as much as compared to this body. Yeah, so this just looks okay, not a problem. Okay, if this is the looks that you guys are digging, I think it looks fine. Okay, and follows by the Mark IV. Okay, let's see if it fits. Nope, it doesn't. And yep, this looks okay for this head. I think this head is pretty good. It does, suits for any of these two bodies. Okay, wow. And I know you guys want to see the ones with the shades on. Okay, so let's try it on, and wow, this looks good. Okay, Mr. Star. Okay, this looks very good. Okay, just need a little bit of blue tack to make it stays, and the skin tone is not that noticeable because of the color actually blocking most of it. Yep, this looks good. Okay, the next one of course is the Mark 85 final battle versions. Let's see how this looks on this body. It doesn't really fits on, just that, yeah. And wow, who is this? Yeah, this, after looking at that one, this looks very not Robert Downey Jr. Okay, so forget it. And of course it will fit on these two head. Let's try on this one. Yep. Yeah. This is when Tony gets out of the bed. Forgot to comb his hair. This looks very rugged, but I think it looks okay though. Yep. But in the suit he should looks very smart with his shades on. Okay, so Manipple. Okay, again I think we need some neck. Okay, so there is a neck that comes with this head that we can see now, but from what I've seen just now, I don't think it will fit into this collar. Okay, you can see that the diameter is a lot bigger compared to this one, and I'm kind of having a hard time to remove the neck, so I don't think it will fit either, so I won't bother by it. But if you want to, you can actually put some blue tack, and I believe it will fit well. Okay, like this. Yep, so the skin tone is quite different on this one. Yep, and let's try with the Mark IV. I believe this one should looks better. Yep. Yeah, there's a very different skin tone as well, so it's not very good actually. Okay, so let's try with the last one, which is for Mark 85. And again, I kind of think that wow, this time the head seems to be a little bit bigger compared to the body. Yeah, this seems to have something like a big head, small body kind of look. Yep, and the skin tone difference, not very good. Okay, so let's try with NOTA Studio. Nope. Nope, not going to work. And of course this last one will be the same. Okay, it's not going to work very well. Okay, it's too big. Yep. So lastly, there are some good news and some bad news. The good news is if you were to get these two and you have some previous Iron Man from the s.h.figuarts such as the Mark IV, I think this one suited best for these two body. It actually looks pretty good, although it doesn't fit very well, but it still looks very good, okay, on either one of these bodies. Okay, so that's the good news. And the bad news is I know a lot of you guys actually asked me to replace this head that comes with the body with the Manipple, but as you can see, the Manipple doesn't really works very well on these two bodies. Okay, yeah, the skin tone difference, and for this body, unfortunately it doesn't looks that good as well. Okay, so that's very unfortunate. And NOTA Studio, yeah, totally out. Not going to work for these two bodies. Yep, so there you have it guys. I mean, if you were to get these two bodies for Manipple, unfortunately you will be disappointed, but if you already have the Mark IV from s.h.figuarts, these two body does works very well with the head, or even though it doesn't fit, you just need some blue tack. But if you really hated the head so much, you can replace with the head from the Mark IV. So I do hope you enjoy this head swapping and find it informative. Do give me a thumbs up if you like it, and of course always feel free to leave me any questions or any suggestions that you have about head swapping in the comments below. And before you leave, of course, I hope you will check out my playlist at the top right corner over here, and do browse around my channel for more interesting head swapping such as this one, and I'll see you guys again in those videos. Bye!